Randomly, you know what I realized is the weirdos, like the people we thought were weird in like middle school and high school even, the weird kids were always onto something. Like they were always onto something. They would bring sticker books to school. They would be listening to K-pop. They would be reading anime books for their books of choice. They would be doing unique hairstyles, dyeing their hair bright pink. And it's funny because everything I just listed off of what they were doing is considered cool now. It's cool now. They were onto something, like they genuinely knew what they were doing. I respect it so much because they knew who the freak they were. Like they literally who the freak, like freak. They knew who the freak they were, embraced it, and I'm sure they're all laughing now at everyone being obsessed with like K-pop and anime now. Like I'm sure they're somewhere laughing at me putting stickers on everything, putting a star sticker on my face. Like I am sure they are laughing, and as they should, like as they should be laughing in all of our faces. Anyways, welcome back or welcome to whatever this is. I say I don't like calling this a podcast, but what else am I supposed to call it? I'm sorry. Like, at least I don't have a mic. Like, it's not like you're like, take away the mic. Don't worry, I don't have one. I don't have one. I'm just out here for real. I just want to add value because I want to neutralize the bullshit I post online. I want to neutralize it with some value and some real world discussion that can enlighten your perspective of things and also mine. Something I realized is freaks, the weirdos, they will always thrive, survive. Let's backtrack a little bit. When I moved to LA, I was so in my shell, and I kind of moved here. I've talked about this with a lot of my friends. I moved here to like find who I am and discover who I was, because in a place so creative and just the vibes of LA, in my opinion, you have so much inspiration in every corner you look and everyone you talk to. There was just an abundance of inspiration through people's personalities, fashion, what they're doing, their background, what they are trying to achieve. It is the most diverse crowd of people I have ever met in my life. It's just given me a lot of perspective on so many things, and it's made me realize that there's not one specific niche or one specific box of this idea of who you need to be in order to be cool or successful. There are so many different types of people here that I'm like, I made the connection. If you are just yourself and doing what you want to do, liking what you want to like, having interests that are specific and unique to you, that is the definition of cool and successful. If you have a grasp of your personal identity, that is one of the most rare things to come across in this life. Having confidence in who you are, I think that is the coolest thing a person can be. I watched this video on YouTube about a year back about this girl explaining stop trying to be cool girl, and she was like, there is no such thing as cool girl. If you are doing everything on this list that's like supposedly cool girl, you're actually not that cool because you don't even know who you are. We don't even know who you are. And that really put things into perspective for me. And I watched that video before I moved here, and I knew that when I moved here, I needed to fully dive in and be myself, because for the first time in my life, I'm allowed to be myself because no one around me knows who I am. I don't need to live up to certain standards. I don't need to act a certain way because people know me as that person. And for the first time in my life, I was able to just express myself and just spend so much time alone, literally, to learn about myself and actually figure out the things I like physically, like physical taste, like as you can see, like in my room, and also mentally, like who are you? So coming here and just seeing so many different people, talking to people, meeting new people, I learned that a lot of these people did not always fit in to certain boxes. I think in college, for some reason, it's like, oh, this person like gets along with everyone. This person dresses nice all the time. They're funny. And certain boxes that they checked, you're like, okay, period. Like, you're not weird. Like, you're not weird. We don't have to worry about you. I want to be around you and I feel comfortable and safe, and I feel cool being in the same vicinity as you and like going places with you. But now post-grad, I feel like it's the complete opposite. I more so gravitate towards people who have something weird about them. There was this girl I met at a networking event. She had a headband with a literal like pot, like a pot and a flower coming out of it. When I tell you, one of the best conversations I've had in my entire life, because these people like aren't weird. Like, you're like, weirdos, like the weirdos, are actually just like normal people with taste, but like even more personality. I don't even want this to sound offensive or rude in any way, like saying like, oh, like if you have something like different about you, or like you wear something like kind of off-putting, that's cool. Like that's not what I'm trying to say. Like that is what I'm trying to say, but like I just want to express the fact that when you outwardly put on or bring yourself to the table, your life is significantly more enjoyable if you don't really care what other people think about anything. But I'm just saying, even in places like New York, I spent some time there, I saw all walks of fashion there, and some of the stuff I was afraid of, I was like, there's no way that person is wearing that right now. And now I look back and I'm like, I would have looked back on that now and been like, that is so fashionable. Like that's such a fashionable way to carry yourself. I think fashion comes within a lot of the times, and it can be outwardly reflected in the things you wear. Coming from the Midwest, where there was not a lot of room to express yourself, you grow up with a closed mind of what it means to be normal and what it means to fit in. When I finally got exposure in college and in the places where I wanted to live, I started to realize more that I was never the problem growing up. It was the people that were around me. When I was in college, I had this friend, well, I still have this friend, but like some of the stuff he wore, like people would make fun of him so much, and just like the way he acted, I feel like in general it's like, what is this guy doing? But now I like get it, because I'm like, now that I'm here and I feel like I have this sense of self. Now, ego can get easily misinterpreted as sense of self if you are not grounded and level with your own head. It's very important to have both an ego and a sense of self, but sense of self is like the humble version of an ego. I think if I were to take my LA self and go back to college, I think I would come off as very arrogant to some people, because I finally reached the point in my life where I say no to things. I don't want to do things I don't want to. I'm not going to go with you somewhere if I don't want to. I'm not going to sit in a room and listen to you rant about something that you've ranted a million times to me. I'm not going to listen to. I'm not going to do it. And that is the point in life where I've gotten to, because I don't have time to waste on people wasting my time if it's not reciprocated. If you are not someone who understands that, if you come face to face with someone who thinks like that, you view them as egotistical and arrogant, and you view them as someone who doesn't care. But it's just them having a sense of self. Obviously, don't mix up sense of self with ego either. Like, if it's someone who is like just being a fucking bitch, you can say that, or maybe think that, but it's important to know who you are and stand your ground and stand on your business, because no one's standing on your business for you. Your goal in life is to be the good weird, because when you're the good weird, you cannot be replicated and people become addicted to you. People become addicted to your presence because they cannot find another you anywhere else, and they cannot get the same level of connection, same level of conversation with anyone else in their life. They need you. And that is why I always say, if you are 100% yourself, you will find your people in life. You will find the friends that you are meant to be friends with, everyone you're meant to surround yourself with. Only when you put your true self out there. And sometimes when you put your true self out there, people disappear from your life because they can't handle all of it. Like, they can't handle the sauce. And that's okay, because those people are really not meant for you if they're running away immediately. But that's also not a bad thing, because sometimes you're just not compatible with everyone in that sense. Like, sometimes your personalities just really do not click, and that is okay. But that's why it's important to meet new people and go through the motions of making new relationships and making new friends and things like that. Because meeting new people also lets you express yourself in different ways. I feel like you know the people you have deep connections like that with, but then there are some people who it's like, hi, hello, friends, and you just like have this like guard up, and you just know that they don't really either understand your humor or like get you that well, so you have to just be like a normal version of yourself, which is sometimes boring, but like you just, it's what it has to be. You might think like, oh, something is wrong with me, like I feel like I'm not myself. You do need to find people who bring that out of you, and people in your life is so important. As important as it is to be independent and do your own thing, you will not learn yourself unless you equally spend enough time with other people as much as you do with your alone time. But overall, I don't ever want you to feel like you're misunderstood or frustrated with no one getting you, or just like nothing's clicking and you feel like you're weird and you don't have your people. I promise you, they are out there somewhere. The easiest way of finding community is through social media. I was on Discord during COVID, believe me. And yeah, like find community that's related to activities you like and your hobbies and your interests. The most valuable thing to have is a personal identity and your individuality. That's the most priceless thing you have. Like, don't be a dupe. Like, don't be a dupe, because you're going to be surrounded by dupes and it's just a boring life. Like, it's boring. No one ever got anywhere in life by being normal, by being a dupe, by agreeing with the crowd and just being a sheep. That doesn't work and it never will. And I'm here to tell you that. So I'm proud of you. I'll see you in the next episode video. Also, let me know if there's anything that you guys like genuinely want me to talk about specifically. Would be happy to do so. Have a great day. Have a great afternoon. Have a great evening. Have a great night. Have a great week. Have a great life. All right, bye.